Hello. Hi, Mike. Very good afternoon, sir. This is Aaron here, and I'm from. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, and thanks for asking, Mike. We are from a software development company based out at Michigan, and we provide services into application development, mobile application, re-engineering, data migration. So just wanted to invite you for a short discussion and look for any synergy for us to join hands and work together.
We're already working with an agency right now we're happy with.
hmm Mike, actually, we are not looking for any immediate opportunity. Just wanted to build a synergy. If you have any requirement stepping up in the future, we can definitely get back to you, sir. Can I do one thing here? Can I schedule a short discussion for like 15 minutes anytime tomorrow or day after? And we'll be happy to showcase you our service capabilities and our previous projects and share your references. And if you have anything in the future, we can definitely get back to you, sir.
It really wouldn't make any sense. I mean, we're very happy and have no intentions or plans to make any changes.
I completely understand that, Mike. But at this point of time, we are not looking for any immediate opportunity. Just as a backup plan, if you have anything additional in the future where we could come into the picture.
I don't have time for a meeting.
Okay, sure, Mike. I'll keep you in mind. I'll send you some of the information, and we'll look.
Thank you.
Here are 3 very small and easy to implement changes that salesperson could do to completely transform his cold calling efforts. Starting with his cold call opener. And he opened the call basically by talking about his company and what they do. And I refer to this as a product opener. You open the call by basically saying, this is who I work for, this is what we do, and you pretty much head towards closing for, do you need what I sell, or can I schedule a meeting with you to talk about what I sell? Now, I think this is a less than optimum approach for many reasons, but let's just focus on what this salesperson could do differently. And I think instead of using a product opener, you could use a value proposition cold call opener. Hey, reason for the call is we help businesses to improve the speed of their software development projects and improve the quality of the code that's being written. This small change can completely improve your ability to open cold calls, because one thing that it does is it decreases how much you're talking about the product you sell and the company that you work for, and that can decrease the amount of guardedness, resistance, objections, and rejection that you have to deal with when you're cold calling. And instead of going for the close, you could do a soft sales takeaway after the value proposition. This is how we help, but I'm not sure if you need that or not. If I could ask you a question real quick, and then you transition to asking a couple questions, which takes us to the second tip for this salesperson, which is how could we optimize the questions that he asks? And it should be pretty easy because he really did not ask any questions. And to create some questions that this salesperson could ask, we could start with creating some pain questions. These are questions that probe for the pain that the salesperson can make go away with what he's trying to sell. And if you are able to identify that, then you have found a justification in talking more, and then you could go for the close of trying to schedule a meeting. Another category of questions are current state questions. These are questions that are designed to learn what the prospect is doing in the area where you have something to sell. And when you reflect back on your cold calls, I recommend you think about what objections you had to face and how effective your responses were at keeping the call going. And the main objection that this salesperson faced was, we already used someone for that today. We're already using an agency for software development. We can really group this objection with these 3 other objections. And I kind of view these objections as being the, I'm not interested in what you're trying to sell. And the nice thing here is that we can respond to all 4 of these objections in pretty much the same way. Let's look at how he responded. He basically deflected towards trying to set the appointment, which is really good. A lot of times when salespeople face some version of I'm not interested, they try to change the prospect from being not interested to being interested by trying to sell the product. But you don't really need to do that, and you can deflect to just trying to keep the conversation going by setting an appointment, and that's what he did, and I think that's a really good way to go. But here are a couple other ways. Instead of deflecting to your sales process, you could just try to keep the conversation going. So the prospect says, well, we already use an agency today. Oh, okay, I understand. But if I could ask you real quick, how often do you have software development projects that aren't progressing as fast as you'd like? So this approach is designed to get away from the objection, keep the conversation going. The prospect's most likely to answer the question we just asked, and then we have a few options. We could ask a follow-up question to their response. We could ask a different question, or based on their answers to any of these questions we're asking, we might uncover a reason to talk more, and then we can use that as a justification for going for the close of talking more by trying to schedule a meeting or set an appointment. You could deflect this objection in the exact same way with your current state questions. So they say, we already use an agency today for software development. Oh, who are you guys using? How long have you been working with them? What do you like about working with them? What are some things that you don't like? And I can actually show you what those tips look like using our sales simulator tool, which is a Siri or an Alexa type of AI that you can practice your sales script with. And I have the sales script for software development services loaded up in Sales Scripter, and if I click practice, I can practice with the AI version of a prospect.
Hello, this is Mary.
Hey Mary, it's Michael Halper calling from Company X. Have I caught you in the middle of anything?
What is this in regards to?
Well, the reason for my call is we help businesses to improve the speed of their software development projects.
We are not making any changes right now.
Oh, I understand. If I could ask you real quick, how happy are you with the quality of code that your developers are writing?
I am not sure.
Okay, well, that's why I'm reaching out because, as I mentioned, I'm with software developers, and we actually have a team of software developers that are ready to go. But I tell you what, I've called you out of the blue. Are you open for a meeting to talk about this a little more?
Yes, I am available for a meeting.
And that is pretty much it. If you want more information or more tips, the best place to go is salescripter.com. Thanks for being here. Hope this was helpful, and we look forward to seeing you on the next video. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.